Hello everybody and welcome back to part 2 of The Nameless Horror. Today I'll be picking up what we did last time, and I'll start by spray painting some primer onto it. We're using a light shade because we're going to paint this model with a lighter shade all throughout, so the lighter kind of primer would be better. Now I roll it around and spray in short bursts to get full coverage and avoid running paint. Now the part of me painting the model in crimson got somehow lost, but suffice to say I used regular craft acrylic paint and watered down with a bit of isopropanol to get it really flowing, and painted the entire model with teeth and eyes included. Now in this part I put some dark wash over the build so to see the details better. This is simple homemade black wash, basically black acrylic paint watered down with mostly water and a bit of isopropanol to get it flowing even better. Now once the wash is dried, I take some ivory colored acrylic paint and use it to lightly go over the teeth, and I gave them something like 2 or 3 coats each just to get nice ivory color coverage over all of them. Now to color the eyes I used titanium white acrylic paint and just went over the entire thing, pupil included. And I did the pupil later using some black wash that I simply dripped straight into the pupil using a very small brush. Now, thanks to my dark washes, it was very easy to pick out the eyes, even the smallest ones, and just made the entire exercise that much simpler. And here I am, just going over the pupils with the dark wash, which then dried and left a dark pupil straight exactly where I wanted it to be. Now, a bit of the white and ivory shades landed where they shouldn't, so I just made some really fast crimson wash and went over those parts just to fix it up. So don't worry if you get a little bit of paint where it shouldn't. It's pretty easy to fix. Now once the paint dried, I took some light brown wash and went over the teeth all over the build. Now I made this wash using some ochre and isopropanol and really went over everything. This gave the teeth a very aged look. And then I took some black wash and gave it all the teeth another coat of the dark kind, and went over and around the eyes and mouths. This really helped to bring out all the different textures and edges between things. Now once that wash dried, I took some ivory and gave all the teeth, a coat of ivory just to bring out the original shade. But I put this mostly over the top part of the teeth and the edges. Now, to give the eyes a very nice gloss, I took some gloss varnish, water-based varnish, and I went over all the eyes with a small brush, trying not to get the varnish over anything else. I didn't want the teeth to look glossy. And I also put the gloss varnish on the inside because I wanted it to look wet and really meaty. So, just gave it a nice coat of varnish. Now, to make the saliva between the teeth, I took some of that gloss varnish with some silicone-based glue. It's like basically Yoo-hoo glue, and I mix them together on a small piece of foam core. Nothing special. And of course using a small toothpick. Now this creates a very viscousy and transparent saliva, and I just kind of stretch it between the teeth. Now this is a little better than using regular Yoo-hoo unmixed, because you get really thick strands, which really look better and are more visible for when you try to get a really nice saliva effect. The added bonus is that when this dries, it's a little bit harder and more durable than glue on its own. So try it, see if it works for you. And we're done. We now have a lovely, if you can call it lovely, nameless horror, which can hold miniatures up and or swallow them as needed. It has a very, very nice looking saliva and teeth-filled mouth to gobble up your adventures, which is exactly what every DM needs and wants. And you can see it's really easy to make on your own. And thank you very much for sticking with me till the end. If you've enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And please consider supporting me on Patreon. Thanks to my lovely Patreon supporters, I'm able to do these things, make the time, and buy the materials for them. If you have any questions, please leave them down below or contact me on Facebook or by mail. Both are listed below in the details. And I hope till then, till the next video, I hope you have a wonderful week full of adventure with friends, and happy gaming. Goodbye.